everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and welcome back to another Aftertalk video. Today we're going to be talking about the MotoGP in Le Mans, which is France, in case you didn't know. Le Mans is famous for, well, you guessed it, 24 hours of Le Mans. Mainly because of that. It's a legendary track, and now we're going to talk about a legendary Grand Prix, because this was the 1000th Grand Prix. I can remember, I have a book of the 1000th Grand Prix of Formula 1. I can prove it, because I legit have it right here. 1000 Grand Prix, 70 years of history. Actually then it was 69, but it's not fun to put it on the cover of a serious book, right? Anyway, as I have trouble putting it back, I'll do that later. You guys saw how much trouble that was, right? It's kind of awkward. Anyways, MotoGP. There was sprint race. Yes, sprint race. Woo! It was not as fun for me as a Quartararo fan, because he retired at the sprint race. He crashed out. The other Frenchman got P6, so that was good. Some other retirements: Jonas Folger, Augusto Fernandez. There is an Adrian Fernandez, but he is in a different class. And Jacques Miller. They were out this in the sprint race. Also, in the sprint race, only the top 9 get points. So basically, Vinales got the last point as he was P9. Marc Marquez is back. I still don't have any more clearance on the retracted penalty for Marc Marquez, but it was because the FIM made a mistake. They did not follow the rules. FIM, sorry. The winner of the sprint race was Jorge Martin. And second was Brad Binder. Third, Francesco Bagnaia. Colourful podium. Spain, South Africa and Italy. And also, no, it's not 3 different brands. It's 3 different teams. There are 2 Ducatis and 1 KTM. Yeah. This time, Juan Mir actually stayed on his bike. Can you believe it? It's a miracle. Yeah. It's a miracle. Yay. But yeah, that was it. There were no major crashes or anything. Now we're gonna go to the Moto3. The retirements were Asman, who has been declared unfit due to a knee trauma. Minho, Ogden, Morera, and Furusato. And Furusato had a nasty crash. He just kept on rolling in the gravel trap. That was just terrible. Dutchy Colin Vaya. He had a nasty crash in Q1 on Saturday qualifying. Nasty eyesight, but he was declared fit. Yay. And he drove himself to a good P5. He can be proud of that point. That point means everything right now. Yeah. No special names anywhere else. I still don't know when David Munoz is gonna return, because you know that boy, because he must be like nearly 17 years old. Yeah, he broke his heel. Yeah, and that's like a terrible spot to have a fracture on. So yeah. His teammate, however, Ana Carrasco, P20. So, not too bad for her. The podium was Jaume Masia in P3, Ayumu Sasaki in P2, and Daniel Holgado won the race. Yes. Good, right? Very good. Yeah. That was it. Now we're gonna get to the Moto2, and things started to change up a bit. This was not a calm race, alright? No, my sister actually said, like, this race is boring, and then a couple of laps later, there was a red flag. The reason being, Mr. Tattoo Man, Albert Arenas, and Manuel Gonzalez have crashed out of the race. I'm calling Aaron Canet Tattoo Man because that man, the only place where he can get them now is on his eyeballs. Technically, he can get them on his face, but like figuratively speaking, he's got no more space on his body to get tattooed. So yeah, they had a nasty crash. I think Aaron Canet has been declared unfit because of his right foot or right ankle. He had a nasty crash a weird crash in Q1 as well. The slow-mo replay was quite fun because like his bike just boing 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 just bounced across the track. It was pretty funny. But a few moments before that, Sam Lewis crashed as well. He crashed out of the race. A very weird crash as well. Like, he was just I think he locked up his front tire, and then the bike just fell underneath him, going into the chicane, like before the chicane. It's like crazy. Yeah. No, there weren't 3 laps completed, and that means original grid positions with a race restart. So yeah, that was insane. Basically, also Sam Lewis, more on Sam Lewis, by the way. He had to return to the pit lane within 5 minutes after the time had been announced, the new restart time or the pit lane open time, and he was back in time, just in time, and he was just calm. He was chill. These guys were just fixing up his bike. With 10 seconds to go until the pit lane closed, because they only stay open for 1 minute. That's a quick restart procedure. With 10 seconds to go, he jumped back onto his bike, and basically that means that you are done. He had to, he couldn't do a sighting lap. He did the warm-up lap from the pit lane, and then joined the others at the back of the grid. So that was P30 for him on the grid. But he fought his way back to P15. That's 1 point. How did the Dutchies do? Well, Sonta P20. He actually wished his mother a happy Mother's Day live on television. I thought that was very cute. Boben Schneider P18. In both race starts, he just got sandwiched. Basically, he couldn't go anywhere. Let's talk about our southern neighbor Barry Baltus. How the Dutch commentators have put it, he has all the pieces to the puzzle, but like that, he has all the 10 pieces to a puzzle. To a 10-piece puzzle, but every race one of them is missing, so he only has 9 pieces then. But when he has all 10 of them, he makes wonders happen. And no, he did not get a podium, unfortunately. He got a nice P7, and that is his best race result His previous best race result was P9, so P7 in the pocket. The podium was Tony Arbolino in first, then second Philip Salaj, and third Alonso Lopez. Celestino Vietti stayed on his bike for once, good. The commentators were saying about Jake Dixon, I'm surprised he wasn't involved in the accident. With the 3 guys that crashed out. Yeah. It was a crazy race. Weird race as well. Yeah. Also, 3 others that crashed out or retired were Rory Skinner, Pedro Costa, and Eskrik. I don't know what his first name is, so I'm not gonna say it. Yes. So yeah, now we're gonna go to an even crazier race, which is the MotoGP. Because what the heck happened there? Retirements! Holy moly! Maverick Vinales and Francisco Bagnaia, they crashed together. Luca Marini and Alex Marquez crashed together as well, 1 lap later. Then Juan Mir, he lasted a bit. I really hoped he was going to stay on his bike for once, but he didn't. If he crashes one more time, I think Honda should really consider moving Alex Rins up to the next team, to a higher team. Because I feel like Alex Rins stays on his bike better than Juan Mir. Saying that, Alex Rins also retired this race. So did Jack Miller and Marc Marquez. So 13 drivers were still in the race. I can show you guys the video on the crash. I am actually gonna open up my Instagram real quick. Because just for that reason. I'm gonna have done my sounds off, actually. Yeah, MotoGP, thank you. Yeah, what I would do really weird crashes. You know, we also have the one from Moto2, which I will show to you guys later on. That was a crazy ass crash, if I do say so myself. Yeah. Paul Espargaro is still not back. I really hope he's gonna be back before the end of the season, but it is coming close. I mean, I think that there's only like not Imola, like Mugello and then Assen left. Oh no, wait. Have they been to Spain yet? Have they been to Spain yet? I don't know. Because like normally they would have already been to Spain. Or that's Formula 1, I can't remember. But like craziness, no? Right, yeah. Both the Frenchmen stayed on the bike. Quartararo 7th and Sarko in 3rd. They were preparing that French national anthem. Because like this is good for Zarco. I mean, it's not his first podium, but it is his first podium on home soil, I believe. In the Premier class, so that's in the pocket. Second was the sprint race winner Jorge Mate, and first Marco Bezzecchi. Takaki Nakagami was actually the only Honda driver to finish the race. Both Yamaha drivers finished the race. Danilo Petrucci actually jumped in for he jumped in for Bastianini, because he's still not back. I really hope that he is also going to come back pretty soon. He has already kind of returned, but then last minute decided maybe not a good idea. So he's gonna come back pretty soon. Let's hope that it might be at the next race, which will be... Yeah, can I... Oh no, wait, they have been to Spain. Of course they have been. I'm a city sausage. So they have Mugello, then Germany, and then Assen. Right. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, there had been another incident in the MotoGP involving Alex Marquez. And he basically pushed wide 3 other drivers on the opening lap. And that gave him a 3-place grid penalty for next race, which is June 11th. So by the time I'll probably have finished school. But anyway, we are here. Yes, we are here. You can already see this was from the Moto 2, so we're gonna watch that one first. Yeah, you can see that one. It's pretty quick. Yeah. So basically, what happened there was Albert Arenas. He crashed out. Then this guy, Manuel Gonzalez, he went over, and then Aaron Canet went over. That's Arenas' head there. So there's Arenas, there is Manuel Gonzalez. So watch this guy. You can't see it at all, and then all of a sudden the bike is there. That was on board from Aaron Canet. And this is what happened first in the MotoGP. Yeah. I still don't know who's to blame for this. Like, it could either be Francesco Bagnaia not giving space, or Maverick Vinales not thinking. And then they started to fight as well. I do think that it was the fact that Vinales was not given any space. But yeah, they should not have started to fight at all. So yeah. Well, now I see this on board, I feel like Vinales was at fault. But for this, both of them should get at least like a penalty. And then a few seconds later, we see this. Both of them on a moped. And then a lap later, they crossed the finish line once. Coming out of the chicane. Bam. This was scary to watch. I legit said like this for the rest of that race. Well, not the rest of that race, but like until I realized, like, yeah. Luca Marini, what a save. What a save. Of course, Luca Marini, legend. Yeah. Imagine if he did save it. Yeah. Luca Marini actually went to the medical center and he has been declared fit. So has Francesco Bagnaia. Bagnaia actually had some ice on his hand during everything. But yeah. He has been declared fit, so that's important. World Championship contender is not ruled out yet. I say yet, because like I don't want to jinx it at all. But anyway, next week's Aftertalk will probably be Formula 1. In fact, it will be Formula 1. We'll be going to Imola then, so we're going to go to Italy. I'm so excited. Imola is such a beautiful track, and it never fails to disappoint there. I mean, like the race starts, it's always crazy going into the first chicane. Like 2021, Max and Lewis collided, and last year Carlos Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo collided as well. So I want you guys to place bets on which two drivers will collide in the opening lap at the first chicane. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, then please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any other video of this. I'm now going to work on my dad's birthday present, and I shall see you guys in another video. Bye!